Hey guys, welcome back to another First Descendant video. This is Turn of Night, and what I have for you today is Mutant Cells. Let's talk about it with this new update. So, got the new update this morning, and what came with it is this thing called a Mutant Cell, and this is for your arcade tuning tree, and you have about 27, exactly 27 different types of cells you could acquire through doing the Sigma sector. So if you go here to your map and you do normal or high risk, if you go to either one, you could get this thing called a spoils box. It has a very low drop rate, 2.5% on normal difficulty, 5% on high risk difficulty. I was lucky enough to get 2 boxes after farming this all day today. So I went ahead and tested it so you don't have to screw up like I did. Let's get into it. So as you know, whatever descendant you have, you go to your arcade tuning. Now you have these 4 boxes on each corner of your tree, and when you highlight over it, you can see that this one on the top right is malachite. You have here rutile on the bottom right. Bottom left is xanthic, and top left is cerulean. And we still only have 40 points, and we need to make our way to these boxes somehow after you have done your tree. So now you have to redo your tree to see if you can fit in these mutant cell slots. Next on, I hope these gold ultimate nodes could go from 5 to 3. I think that would make this a little bit easier to get to the areas we need to on the tree. But neither here nor there. It's not what we're here to talk about. So anyway, of course I want to use Eugen as my example because I am a Eugen main. So we'll use him as the example. So for those of you also use Eugen, you guys could just copy my loadout. This is what I was rocking before the update today. And then I started doing the testing with the Mutant Cells. And I want you guys to learn from the mistake I did because I was just doing a lot of testing. So I already used up 2 Mutant Cell boxes on Eugen. And let me show you what I found. So when you go to your library, you have your Mutant Cells. You have cerulean, aldehyde, almandine, malachite, xanthic, and rutile. And you can see which ones are which. So the ones I was looking for were, since we were playing with Eugen, was fusion and singular. So for cerulean, you have the singular fusion tuning. Whenever you use a singular skill, you'll get skill effect range for 10 seconds. And fusion tuning, you'll gain skill duration up for 10 seconds. Now, for me, I am rocking the duty and sacrifice transcendent mod, which you're going to be spamming your 4th ability, which is a fusion skill, on top of spamming your 2. So we want skill duration as much as possible, right? So when you go back to the library, you're like, all right, so I could go cerulean, and then malachite, which was on the top right, you have the fusion tech tuning. Now, this one is if you use a fusion skill, you'll gain the fusion tuning for skill duration up. If you use tech, which doesn't matter to us, you'll gain skill power. Now, what I did was I went to both trees. Let's just do that really quick. I can show you what that looks like. All right. So I first tried to go here to get the fusion tech tuning, and then I went to get the singular fusion tuning. In my line of thinking, that because it said that these effects could be activated multiple times, I thought, all right, we got fusion tuning here, fusion tuning here. I would get 2 instances of fusion tuning, so that would give me an extra 27% skill duration up, because my duration right now is about 8 seconds, and whenever I use the fusion tuning, just one of it it goes up to 8.8 seconds. As a healer, that's really good. The more duration you want for your health per second. Not necessarily the burst healing, but the health per second. So first, let's take that out. So one instance of fusion tuning, I will get 13.5% skill duration up. Now, unfortunately, these do not stack with each other. The instances for fusion and singular, if I did a singular skill and I did a fusion skill for the singular fusion tuning, I would have both of those activated. However, if you have these two, right, if you only are looking for fusion tuning and you have two mutant cell slots for both fusion tuning, they do not stack with each other. So basically, this, whichever one, I only need one instance of the fusion tuning. You could also you could also realize that they have the same like kind of picture. So that's how you know like they're probably like the same like skill effect, right? So basically, which I don't think anybody has realized yet, or if they have, I haven't seen a video on it yet. The fusion tuning does not stack with each other, unfortunately. So I wasted this slot on the top left thinking that I would get an extra 13.5% skill duration up. You only need one instance of fusion tuning. So if you're a Eugen player and you want to work your way up to the singular and fusion, if you want to use both skills, then go up here. But because I like the skill cooldown, I just went with the fusion tech tuning because that was the only one available for Malachite slot. So, yeah, I wanted the community and whoever watches my videos to be aware of this, to not do the same, to not pick two mutant cells that are the same effect. So if I wanted a different cerulean slot and I had another box to open, I would choose probably, let's say you would want to go with well, none of these really matter. But let's say you went with singular fusion on the top left, and you would choose a different malachite, right? You could use maybe this one, right? Gain non-attribute power and non-attributes power per skill power per stack. I mean, 3 stacks, 10 seconds, 50% trigger rate. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to choose two of the mutant cells that are the same exact thing. Or the same applied effect, I should say. So if it's fusion tuning on both mutant cells, then you're only going to get one instance of it to proc. You're not going to proc both. So I hope you guys learn from my mistakes and be careful on what you guys choose as your mutator cells when you open up the box, because it is a 5% drop rate or less, and I don't want you guys to just waste boxes like I did today. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Catch you on the next one.